Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a good week. Um, my name is Jade. I'm the Violet Sage. I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, healer, psychic medium, oracle card reader, and author. I've written a book, and I also have a couple oracle decks out there. And well, it's been a very interesting week. So now you kind of know who I am. Making sure that everybody can hear me and that you can see me. I have really weird screens that are up here and I don't understand them. I'm just hoping the right one is up and that everybody can hear me. So we'll start with that first. Can everybody hear me? Okay, I sound good. Thank you, Dreamweaver. All right, well, good morning. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning, Dreamweaver. Welcome, welcome. I got an interesting YouTube video to share with everybody because we are creeping up on a very crucial week right now. I don't know about you, but I've been hearing a lot of those high-pitched sounds and stuff, so I know we're being tuned in, which is good. On an energy level, the world's about ready to take a major shift. And this woman, her name is Bracha, I'm not sure how she pronounces it. I've been watching her for a long time, so you don't have to worry about it like being AI and all the other fun stuff. But she does channeling and stuff, and she's very connected and a much older woman. So, I tend to really take a lot of stock in what she says. And it just sounds accurate, and it sounds like her message is pretty intense. And I was trying to figure out a way to show it to you here, but I don't know how to connect another page to a presentation window so that I could show that to you. So I'm going to provide you with the link, and I'm going to post the link now. Here we go. So definitely watch this. It's very important. So you're going to have to copy and paste the links, I believe. And I even tried to go back in and add it to my description, so it would be in the description for easy access, but I couldn't get in there either. So I'm just having a heck of a time this morning trying to get the information to you that I want to get to you. All right. Today is January 18th of 2026. We are just zipping through. So these times to be mindful of are the 20th through the 26th. And it's of utmost importance for you to keep your head and mind and thoughts and actions in the place of where you want to be, where you want to end up. Love and harmony. Try to keep your reactions and anger under control as best you can through this week. I mean, even normal things, even if you don't feel it, everything makes a difference and everything counts this week. So everybody's got to be on their best behavior this week. This is the big separation of energy between the light and the dark, pretty much. Anyway, that's what I get out of it. And so I've been doing some Tai Chi. I got David Carradine's Tai Chi for beginners. I just wanted to be doing some sacred movements and sharing energy with the earth, but Qigong is really even better for that. So just some things maybe you can look up on YouTube, like maybe Qigong for beginners, Tai Chi. I know I was trying to get into some exercising too, like yoga for beginners or chair yoga or something like that, because my back isn't what it used to be. But I'll tell you, I did it a couple times yesterday because I shared it with a friend as well. And the back of my legs hurt. So, and it's very easy movements, but it goes to show you how much out of shape I am, I guess, and how long you stay in a certain stance. So, and I do my stretches in the morning just to get out of bed because, got back issues and stuff. So, this was very gentle and good. And I think I can, once I learn the moves and I get it down, maybe watch this every day for the next 2 weeks. Maybe I'll get it down and I can do it slower. And I can visualize like that big light ball that you're gathering from the earth. This way you're really sharing the energy. But anyway, I just find it's very important to share my ideas with you of how to maybe build your energy, keep it positive, keep you focused and connected to the earth and to yourself. Try to black out the outside stimuli that might cause you to go in a darker or negative direction or reaction. So hopefully I'm going to help everybody as much as I can. And I shared the link with you on geez. That's interesting. Why did it go on Violet Sage twice? I'm wondering, I tried to go in there. No, it shows that I'm on Facebook. So I guess it didn't share it on Facebook because people aren't on here right now from Facebook. Interesting. Good morning, Lisa. I don't know if you're getting any of my texts, but I'm pretty sure I sent it and shared it with you. But this is a must watch, and it's a must watch today because shit starts happening on the 20th. Morning, Auntie. She was running a little late. The pups were outside, and I don't know what the temperature is in your neck of the woods, and I'm not even really sure what it is here right now, but it's probably 15 degrees or less, I'm thinking. So I was outside shoveling last night because I didn't want to do it today. Didn't want to be out there first thing in the morning when, getting ready for this, and I was going to try to sneak my Tai Chi in before I got here, but that did not happen. Okay, so just to let everybody know, it seems to be, Mercury, when it's in retrograde, always has a theme. Like maybe it's affecting water pipes, things like that, or cars, or relationships and arguments, or moving, or whatever. Well, I don't know. Mercury is not in play right now, but I'm telling you, the shifting energies, everything is surrounded by vehicles right now. Everyone's having some sort of vehicle problem. Me and Auntie both had the car battery thing. I think Kayla was an alternator or something like that. But again, that's being charged up, right? So everything like charging. And I've talked to a couple people who are going through car issues. So just pay attention. If things are happening, don't say, damn, why does it always happen to me? And blah, blah, blah. No, it's the energy that's in the atmosphere right now. So if there was something you've been neglecting and haven't taken care of with your vehicle, I highly suggest you take care of it. Otherwise, you're going to be forced to take care of it, and it may have further repercussions. So I want to make sure you're up on that right now. I found it necessary. I lit a candle today. I'm very attracted to green today. So again, for healing, I think. So I had the green goddess. I put the green goddess out here. I'll put this up a little bit so you can see. I got my candle lit, my green goddess. But, the fire horse is coming into play. I know we had the snake. So I mixed the two together and I put my dragon out here because dragons usually spit fire, right? And dragons are the energy that you need to take care of things. So this is not a time to be lazy. It's not a time to sit back. It's the time to get things done. Put your mind and your focus in the right places right now. Really important. If it means pick up that book that you've been needing to read that's going to really help your mind, body, and spirit, well, do it. Now's the time. Got some malachite. I haven't got apatite out here for some reason. I thought it was a greenstone, but it's not. And I forgot what this one is. I think it's an agate and some. I think it's a type of. I don't know if it's a fluorite or amethyst, honestly. I'm wearing some seraphinite today. That's a really cool stone. That's the an angel stone, basically. And I got some peridot, Moldavite, Herkimer's, and Caput de Mayo, or whatever it is, another meteor, and some hematite, as always. So, those are my energies for the day. I might try to get some things accomplished, providing my back doesn't kill me. And I see, again, I got to make sure I'm saying, I'm well, my body responds wonderfully to Tai Chi and anything else that I do during my day. So, those are, you always have to stay away from the negative thought frame, like, my back won't hurt me today. Now, just saying hurt is like implying that fear and implying that negativity. So my back responds well to loving treatments, stretching, Tai Chi, all that kind of thing, instead of focusing or stating the negative of what you don't want it to do. Because again, that's implying negativity. So I'm trying to help you to focus on the positive, and when you're making statements or thinking or feeling things, try to keep it on the positive level. If you catch yourself slipping up, don't forget that cancel, 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 and then replace it with something positive. All right. John, I do not believe John's going to be able to join us today. He's got his own ball of wax going on where he's at right now. But he may surprise me, so I just got to keep an eye on my messages. I hear dinging going on. Let's see. Oh my God. I was around hanging out with Andrew last night, and he's saying he's sick. No. Oh, please, God. See, again, I'm going to be fine. So what am I going to do? I'm going to run my air purifier. I'm going to douse my vitamin C or anything else I may feel I need to take, or even a special essential oil that helps to kill germs, things like that. So I'm breathing it in all day. Anybody had Young Living oils? I know there's different versions through different companies, but Thieves oil is like the best stuff to use. It's like a combination of like eucalyptus and cinnamon and cloves and some other stuff. Smells fantastic, but it's something you can wear that actually helps to kill germs all day long. So just plugging you full of ideas today. John says, let me know if you want me on the podcast. We'd love it if you want to. Let me know. All right, so I'm going to pull up a little, see if I can get a link now. Let's see. Oh, let's see. What is that? Ooh. No. I don't know how to get the link now. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, Facebook. Sorry. All right, so right after this, we are going to go right ahead and go into our messages. I'm using a couple of not new decks, but we haven't used or seen in a while. And I'm going to send, where did it go? Where'd it go, George? Oh, come on. John. All right, gonna tell him. John says he wants to talk about current events. I sent a link on Facebook. I'll be on in a minute, he says. Okay, it'd be good for you to watch and get involved, but we won't be ready for you until at least 10:30. Okay. Yay. So I guess there's some hot and heavy stuff. Hopefully he's watched some of the things that I've sent him too. Yeah, everybody's predicting this. You see it no matter where you look on Facebook or online, you're going to see it. All right. And for those who would win a reading today, I'm going to do the probably like 2 cards, depending on how much time we have. And one of them, I'm bringing out the runes. I didn't want to quite do the runes for everybody because runes are a very intimate thing. They're really focused on your own personal energy. So whoever wins the roll of the dice, I think I'm going to do a rune card for you because this way it's really personalized for you. All right. Good morning, Kayla. Good morning, Robert. Woohoo. Yeah, I love thieves. You got cough drops with these? Oh my goodness, I would love that, Colleen. Mm-hmm. Hi, Mama and everyone. I thought you went live on Sunday. It is Sunday. It is Sunday, right, everybody? I could be lost in my days too, but I'm pretty sure today's Sunday. I don't think anybody would be here if it wasn't. Oh, you're funny. All right, Spirit. What's best going to help everyone in their path in life? Help me pick the proper card that really best helps everyone. Especially for this week of January 18th, 2026. The card already came out. Ooh. Needing to stand your ground. Oh, Kayla, I think this is a really good one for you. And this is a good one for everybody right now, especially if people are starting to push you, because I'm telling you, people are going to get crazy this week. So pay attention, be on your guard, build your stamina, call in your guides, guardians, and angels every day. Start working with them now because you need to build your entourage right now. All right, so stand your ground. Someone is pushing you to see how far they can push or how much they can take from you or even get away with. Don't let them. Could be an ego trip, coworker, boss, etc. Sometimes prayers can help, along with an attitude shift. But you are being asked to find your strength and put people in their place. There goes my ears ringing again. Many are in a relationship with a narcissist, and this only drains your energy and gains you nothing but heartache. And you are just giving your life and sanity to them. They do not care about you, so you must. You are given this challenge so that you can learn your strength and self-worth. Find it, claim it. You'll be so glad you did. Your world will change for the better. You won't be alone. You may feel alone now because this person wants you to. You are easier to control that way. Take your power back now. Awesome. Sorry, as I'm reading it, sometimes I take it away. So this is a good one. And a lot of people need this. Everybody needs this. You're taking your power and your energy back. And again, what are we supposed to be focusing on this year? What makes us happy? What fills us up? You can't worry about anybody else right now because there's going to be a big separation of people. And it's because they refuse to get out of their own way. They refuse to adopt the positive energy. This is why I'm trying to tell you guys, it's so important to adopt that for yourself now. You can't drag a mule to water, you can't drag them away either. So do what you need to do. Stand your ground. Really important card. Love it. All right. That was a good screenshot if you're able to do that. So let's see. We're going to do the animal deck here. All right, Spirit. What's best going to help everyone in their path in life? Is it at the end of the world? Well, not funny. I have to answer that question. Depends on how you look at that. It's a shift in the world as we know it. This is where the separation starts. That separating, they always say, what happened to the Mayas? It's like they disappeared. It's like they did. They started vibrating on a higher level where you can't see them. So when we vibrate on that higher level, the shit that needs to take place, they said it's just like people are going to just disappear from your life. It's going to be freaky, but this is how they're all explaining it. But there is a separation in the mentality of people right now. Those who have a really bad outlook or focusing on the dark, or currently working in the dark, they may just, there's either something that's going to happen that takes them out of your life, or they just fade out of your life eventually. Just like people that aren't, I don't know how it works with people in your home. Maybe something happens, because if you not willing to make the shift, the universe may insist. But people like friends and stuff, all of a sudden you just don't talk to them anymore. They become to be out of your mind, out of your sights, and you're out of theirs. This way they're not contacting you either. It's just like they evaporate out of your life. It's kind of weird. I mean, this is what I've been told. So that's the answer to that question. Sometimes it's the only thing that works. Yes, indeed. And people tend to listen to people more when they're the type of person who doesn't normally say anything about anything, or doesn't get full out angry about it. If you got some anger to express, you best do it now in these next 2 days. Set people straight, because it's when you're not used to saying anything, that's actually when they listen. You stop saying, they won't listen, because you don't know that. Everybody's being tuned right now. You can hear that high-pitched sound. We are being tuned. This is no joke, people. All right. Here we go. Another card. All right, Spirit. What's best going to help everybody in their path in life, especially for this week of January 18th, 2026? Oh, my God. All right. Let's see. Interesting. I know 2 cards want to come out of this deck, but we're going to take this one right now. Kitty cat. There you go. The Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So, I mean, the world's going to be batshit crazy. I'm sorry, I gotta say the words. So I'm going to say, depends on the secrets, really. Because if they're just out of control, then it may be more helpful to them for someone to know. And it's not fair that they destroy somebody else's life either. But the thing is sometimes it's best to be the observer for a while, instead of like jumping in like that energy I was telling you about. And if you feel you need to do it because it's affecting your life, you damn well better do it now. But being the observer, you learn a lot more when you're watching what's going on, especially in somebody else's life, because they think, okay, well, they're not going to say anything. So you end up learning more. So that's what keeping quiet can really be helpful for. So very interesting. You're watching, you're absorbing, and you're figuring out the answers that you need to know also. Sometimes you don't need to fight about it. You just need to take action for your own safety, your own sanity, and what's rightfully yours in this life, which would be peace, compassion, love, right? All right. So we haven't played with the clarifying life situations yet, the coffee card. So we're going to do those today. All right, Spirit, what's best going to help everyone in their path in life, especially for this week of January 18th, 2026? Let me pick the proper card. Sometimes the only thing works. Lisa says, that is so challenging for me, and that is what's happening to me or my surroundings. I know, Lisa, I had you in mind when I was reading that card. You so need to say something. You so need to stand up for yourself. And you got 2 days. It's like you need to be given time frames, and you never listened to me in the past when I gave you time frames. But I've proven to be true. You need to do it, because that's when they listen. They're not going to listen otherwise. They're like, oh, she don't care. She'll never say anything. I just do what I want. Yeah, bullshit. Sorry, excuse expression. The vulgarity. All right, Spirit, what does everyone need to know? There's so many cards that want to come out in this deck. Come on, give me one card that really helps everyone in their path in life and their situation. This is a really big deck. Hard to shuffle sometimes. All right. We will be, oh my. This is a card deck that has two sides to it, a right side up and an upside down. So we're going to read both sides. This is the way I got it. Release burdens. Is this not accurate? All right, I'm going to say it now. You can't make this shit up. I've been saying this all week. All the cards and readings I've been doing this week. Honest to God, you cannot make this shit up. Holy crap. All right. Embrace clarity and let go of what no longer serves you. I am not lying to you, people. Allowing new insights to guide your path. You know, yes, it's hard. Yes, it hurts. But it's going to happen one way or another. And if you do it in your own way, it's going to be better. There's so many things I want to say to that, but I don't really want to go to that dark side. But honest to God, you don't want the universe to do it for you. It may hurt you and the other person worse than if you take control of your own situation and do it yourself. All right, the next side of this. There's a person's face. You see the chains on them. Sometimes it's hard to see when it's upside down. The saving grace. Forgiving yourself and others heals the wounds and sets you free. So you can release those burdens and do what you have to. Doesn't mean when you are forgiving yourself and others, that does not mean you have to continue to be around them while they're being, I'm going to use the word again, batshit crazy. So, you know, if they're not getting it, you can't make them get it. God knows we try until the person or the soul or the spirit is ready. It is not going to happen. So you must take care of yourself. Damn, this is intense reading this week. That's because this week is so important. I can't express it enough. I really can't express it enough. You people can think I'm crazy if you want to, but I'm telling you, you will see. So it's the invisible energy that's going to reach across and smack you upside the head. So come on. We got to do something about this crazy crap. All right. Trinket time. All right, Spirit. What's the best trinket that's best can help everyone in their path in life, especially for this week of January 18th? Oh, this is nice. I got this a couple times this past week or the last 2 weeks. This is the gift. I think we got it last week too. You are given a gift. Maybe it's to see through the illusion, to see the truth, to see your own path and which way it can go if you choose to make the move. But you're given a gift. You might be given the time. You might be given the energy to do what you need to do, the insight, the words, the power, whatever the gift may be. You're being given a gift this week. I highly suggest you utilize it. The gift can come in many forms. It could be a physical gift where somebody actually literally gifts you and you're being recognized for who you are and all your hard work. But it can also be a spiritual gift or the gift of the strength of the mind, that sort of thing. The gifts are coming. They're coming. You understand? The universe, God, they want you to succeed. We need as many light workers as possible. And we got to stop lollygagging around, man. Time is of the essence. We've had plenty of time, excuse expression. I'm being blunt this week, to screw off. Now is the time. We have to act. Got to act. Now is the time to act. Oh my God. Okay. Stones. I'm missing something over here. This is the time to give us those thumbs up. Positive comments in the comments section. Please make them positive. I want nothing but positive right now. We're already dealing with enough of crazy shit. Don't need anything else like that. All right. Using a big bowl today. I'm just going to say, because I keep taking the fluoride out of here. Might as well just keep it out of here. But this helps with the change. This helps you keep a happier outlook to look forward to what lies ahead, what your possibilities are, and it helps to keep you uplifted in spirit as you go through it. So fluorite, I'm going to say, is always a go-to. So let's see what else we got. All right, Spirit, what's best going to help everybody, especially for this week of January 18th, 2026? Help me pick the proper stone that best helps everyone. So I got to be so careful with these stones. I don't want them all beat up. Help me, help me. Well, you know, I'm telling you, this stone comes out a lot, and I think it's a good stone for everyone to always have on hand and to wear as often as possible. If you want to mix it with other stuff, it's the carnelian. Carnelian is courage. And what do we all need right now? Courage, strength, fortitude. We need this. Need the carnelian stone. Sardonyx is also just as good. They're almost really kind of the same thing. So sardonyx, carnelian. Look at those beautiful rings. Yeah. And this also, if you go always by like the colors too. So orange is like circulation, your creativity. You got to be creative with how you're going to work with your energy this next week. How are you going to make the shift? How are you going to start working your magic in your own life? How are you going to, what could you do to help people to wake up and listen? Don't have much time to do that now. So how can you be creative? You know, the best way to help people see that change is beneficial is by making the change yourself and showing them how happy you are within the change. And it's hard sometimes when you live with people, but when you're like, hey, I'm doing this, you know what? I'm not doing it for anybody else but for me. And that is important. All right, so let's see what Google has to say about carnelian. What are the metaphysical properties of carnelian?
Carnelian is believed to boost vitality, courage, and creativity. It's seen as a motivational stone, enhancing energy, confidence, and passion, and is linked to emotional balance, spiritual growth, and manifesting goals. It also offers protection and grounding.
You need all those things right now. How perfect that's the stone. The sacral center of your chakras for your emotional balance, spiritual growth, and manifesting your goals. Stone of motivation. For God's sake, stress yourself in this stuff. So carnelian is the stone. It's like so perfect. All right. Isis. Is it the other one? Sometimes it's the only thing that works. Yes. That is so challenging for me. Yep, we've seen that. All right. So now, please give those thumbs up, likes, shares, subscribe. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, we need those subscribers. Hopefully this information has helped you. I mean, it's all of it, every bit of it, including the stones and everything, and even the gift. They're all coinciding with each other. Wow. This is really going to be an important week. So feel the shift, do some meditation, maybe ask Spirit, what is it that would be most beneficial to me? What should I focus on first? I mean, a lot of us have so many coals in the fire, so many things we want to change that would be of help. My plan is to go down the basement today and start doing some cleaning. And I got to clear up my bagua. If you want to learn anything about feng shui, find out where your bagua is in your house and make sure that's always cleared, the space is cleared, or at least organized or something, because that's your money center. This is where it brings in your prosperity, brings in all that the good stuff. If your bagua is clogged, there's no room for anything good to come in. Not to say that you're not focused on it, but the world, your world needs space for something to enter. So create the space however you can. All right. And now at this point in time is the fun part for everybody, is you can go ahead and pick a number 1 through 20. And let's see who wins the couple card reading today. I have a feeling it's going to be very similar. But we're going to do a rune too. I'm excited to do the runes. The runes are really talking lately, so this would be good. So go ahead and post those numbers. If you got a specific question, go ahead and ask that question with your number. And if you'd like a reading, hey, I just noticed for some reason the banner's not going. If you'd like a reading, please go with the information that's scrolling through here below. If you want to, you have to make a donation. It has to be at least $5 or more, and not depending on how much you donate, that's how much of a reading you get and how many cards would be pulled. So you can do that now. Let me know you did, and let me know what app you use. All the app information is down there as well. All right. Okay, get my little dice here. Can't wait to hear what John's got to say today. We're really stirring the pot this week. Be in a nice place. Be grounded. You know, if you wanted to transplant some plants or something indoors or outdoors, depending on what part of the world you live in, maybe you should do that too, because that's some good grounding there. Take that bath you've been wanting to take if you have the ability to do so. If you don't, you have a shower, do that little cleansing bath mix. A half a cup of baking soda, half a cup of Epsom salt, and a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. That's for a bath. I guess if you're just squirting it over your head in a bottle, you might have to use a little less than all that mixture and squirt all over yourself. Rub it into your skin. Sit there for a minute if you can, and then rinse if all you have is a shower. It just feels like it's really important. Put on whatever essential oils you need to. Sandalwood, clary, sage, they're all really good for protection. Amber is very uplifting, and I believe that's a good protector too. Frankincense. Might have to look. And the thieves oil is really perfect for all that. So if any of you have my book, you can always look up the oil section or how to use maybe some protection oils. And if you have my high frequency spray, you got it all right there in one bottle. So that would be good too. All right, here we go. Everybody got their numbers in. We're going to roll. Roll, roll, roll. All right, John. Okay, here we go. John, did you pick a number, John? Give me a minute to get your number in if you want to. I'm rolling the dice for that reading. The free reading. Who's going to get it, Spirit? Who's going to get it? 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 Ooh. I just closed my eyes, and for some reason I got a turtle that's peeking its head out. So for some of you, things, you may be making some changes, and I don't want you to worry about how slow things may be going, because all in good time, things are going to happen. They're going to happen slowly. And I thought I'd seen like some kind of like swirly designs on his back too. It's like a labyrinth, There's an order of progression that needs to take place for whoever that is for. And this could be for everybody. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Woo-hoo. 17, my number. I love it. I've been seeing that everywhere. 1s and 7s. Woohoo! And yesterday, I was all excited because I thought today was 17th. I'm like, check it out. Today's the 17th. I'm like, oh, that's right. No, it's not. Yesterday it was. All right. So lucky number 17. That is Robert. Let's see. Anybody else got 17? Yep, Robert. Seen it yet? Robert. General. Okay. Robert. There he is. Yeah, Robert, you're letting your hair grow long. I love that white hair. I can only wish I had that. Then I could always throw some cool colors in it anytime I want to. All right, for Robert. clarifying situation comes out, but I'll start with the runes first because I said I was going to do that. And it might be annoying for some people, but I'm actually going to tell you what it means. Then I'm going to read it from the book too. And I'll put the little passage out there in case you want to screenshot it. All right, Spirit, for Robert Feckdown, what does he need to know? What's best going to help him in his path in life? We're going to say at least for the rest of this month here, or what does he need to know? Ooh, protection. Now I did pull it up reversed, but so we're going to read both of them to you. So protection, this is a good symbol to use, and it's kind of like a Y with an extra piece in the middle. You can actually see the symbol here, and I'll show it to you in the book too. So wearing that also can be a nice rune to wear or carry with you, especially, when you're traveling and stuff. And it's funny because that is like a message that we were also getting, that you need to protect yourself during this time of transformation and change, because you just don't know who you may encounter that is not handling the shift very well. The people who are of darker nature may not appreciate all the life that's hitting the earth right now. You're being prompted. Okay, so let's see what that protection is for you. 10. This is the symbol. And I'm going to see if I can put this up here as best I can, so you can screenshot it. I'm going to give you a minute to screenshot it, and then I'm going to take it back and read it, I think. So if you can screenshot. Control of the emotions is at issue here. During times of transition, shifts in life course, and accelerated self-change, it is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions, the highs as well as the lows. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this rune, and with them will come trespasses and unwanted influences. I guess that's the reason. I'm sorry, I didn't pull that down, so you can screenshot the other page. Algiz serves as a mirror for the spiritual warrior, the one whose battle is always with the self. The protection of the warrior is like the warning rustle of the sage-grass, or like the curved horns of the elk. For both serve to keep open space around you. Remain mindful that timely action and correct conduct are the only true protection. If you find yourself feeling pain, observe the pain, stay with it. Don't try to pull down the veil and escape from life by denying what is happening. You will progress, knowing that is your protection. Okay, the reverse, and the way it did come up for you. Be thoughtful about your health and do not add to burdens that others are carrying. Look carefully at all associations you form at this time. If you see fit to become involved with people who are using you, remain conscious of that fact and take responsibility for your own position. Then you can only benefit, regardless of whether your enterprise prospers or suffers. Do not be concerned. You may not win, but you will never lose, for you will always learn from what takes place. Temperance and courtesy are the sinews of this rune's protective powers. Wow, there was an intense one. All right. Our other card. Would you like my deck, the animal cards, or the coffee card, the clarifying life situations that has two sides? Actually, I'm going to pull one of my cards anyway. Hello, S. Lila. Your deck. That's the one I was choosing. All right, Spirit. For Robert, what does Robert need to know right now is what's going to help him in his path in life. That card popped up. Ooh. The void, stillness. So I think right now, a lot of time, the only action to take is just trying to hang on to that positive, that like we were talking about today, the the message for everyone, because now is the time. I mean, you can push your will in a certain direction, but there is great transformation going on right now. And maybe once the dust settles, then it will be a better time to push forward on things. So you are at the precipice of life at a time where a blank slate lies in front of you. What shall you do? There is a great stillness inside which calls you to contemplate your next move. Who am I? You are a creator. You must be still in order to listen and receive messages, or you may miss the signs or clues for success. Do not fear, as a child must always learn how to walk before they run. This is a must. Get ready to make a move after your long deliberation, and then leap empty handed into the void and see what shows itself in your wake. Great things await you. Ha ha, that's awesome, Robert. I love it. So again, I'm going to pull a little closer. So if you would like to take a screenshot of that you can. That's pretty good. I love it. Very good. Very good. All right. You know what? I'm going to pull a trinket for you, Robert. See what the trinket's doing. All right, sir, for Robert. What does Robert need to know right now? Help me pull the proper trinket. Okay. So I haven't seen the key to shit in a while. So here we are with the key. The key is unloading and getting rid of anything that no longer serves you. It could be people, places, things, attitudes, diet, like literally anything that may be holding you back that has caused blocks in your life or has caused you to maybe take pause for too long. Try to find, I mean, there could be old situations that's happened in your life that play endlessly, like a continual loop in the background of your mind that prevent you from moving forward or prevent you from making change or change your outlook on how you see people, see life, all those things. So it seems like you got a really interesting key here. The key is to get rid of shit, unload. Time to unload. Yay, that's for Robert. I love it. It's good reading, Robert. All right, I hope that has helped you. Anyone else would like a reading, but that would be, you would have to make a donation. Let me go up and remove that. And if not, we are going to go on to John. John, are you around? John boy, there you are. If you do say that you want a reading later, we can do it like after the show. But here's John.
All right, so how you doing, everybody? Am I live?
You are.
Hey guys, I'm just parking my car. Okay, so I hope everybody's having a great week. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a lot that's been happening on the political arena right now.
Oh, sorry.
You guys see me? Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I see you now.
Am I good?
Yep, you're good. I'm trying to remove me.
You're fine. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna share my screen really quickly. I need to just share my screen really quickly. Oh, can I not share my screen on my phone? I thought I could. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I'm sorry about this. I'm actually on my phone. I'm actually doing a drive with my fiance right now, so we're just basically driving around. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. I had visuals up, but I'll just tell you about this really quickly. So do you remember how last year I talked about the 3 major transits we have? Saturn in Aries, Neptune and Pisces into Aries, and Uranus and Taurus, right? Well, look what's been going on politically. It's been a crazy, what the heck? Canada, of all places, just said, hey, let's be friends with China. We're going to open our doors and establish a new world order. Those were his exact words. He's basically pledging allegiance to China. Okay? Then you have Greenland, which Trump wants, and now all these NATO countries, like, England, France, Germany, whatever, Italy, they're all sending troops to Greenland. So if Trump attacks Greenland, he'll be attacking NATO. Like, what the heck? This is so bizarre. Like, it's a weird thing. And so that basically signifies right around to Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus at the end of the degrees we're going into and into Gemini is when you have weird alliances, like weird stuff. That's when Hitler basically double crossed Poland, became friends with Russia. Then he backstabbed Russia later on. That's Uranus and Taurus. Japan, our enemy who bombed Pearl Harbor, is now our greatest ally against China, So that's Uranus. And so, as above, so below, there are a lot of ancient relationships that have been going on too. And it's going to stay in Taurus until around May. And when it went to Gemini, that's when World War II started. And that's when the Civil War began. And that's also the American Revolution kind of started off too. Okay, so that's one. The second thing is Neptune into Pisces into Aries. Now, did you guys know that the day before Neptune went into Pisces, and the next day was in the Aries, that's when the Civil War kicked off. And what's so bizarre, last year you kind of saw it. It floated into Aries and went back. You had all these governors saying, hey, we don't like ICE, get them out. We don't like ICE. Tim Walz literally started saying, our National Guards were the first people who started at Gettysburg. You need to understand that he's literally doing exactly what the Confederates did. See, in the Civil War, that was basically like this. The Southerners did not they thought they were being infringed upon their rights. It was flipped. They thought that they wanted their old traditional way, and they wanted to keep their way, and they didn't want any people telling them what to do. And eventually it culminated in Fort Sumner when the Union soldiers were attacked by the Confederates. That's the same thing with ICE. Federal officers, okay? And he's basically calling for all these, state militias to get involved and just kick them out. Whether you agree with ICE or you don't, it's happening just the same thing as a Civil War. Now, again, like I said, mid-February to late February, that's when everything goes into Aries. And I'll go back again. Saturn in Aries. The last time you have Saturn in Aries, Blitzkrieg. World War II happened. That was not when the U.S. got involved. That was when Hitler basically stormed into France. He stormed into Denmark. He stormed into Norway and took over all these things. That's Saturn and Aries. It happens fast. Aries is the ram. It does not stop. It's fast. Now, of course, once it got into Taurus, that's when you had all those massive battles all up and all over the East, whatever. But that's what we're approaching right now. And if you haven't seen, all these alliances on the chess beat are being placed. It's going to be England versus Canada. Could potentially be NATO. I don't know. Russia might also steamroll into Europe. And it's just a whole giant what the heck. It's like, oh my God, I never would have suggested in a million years that Canada would try to attack the United, or at least pledge a defense pact against the United States. Like, what the heck? So that's what I'm trying to get at, you guys, is that, everything, like I said, everything from last year. Think about your life. So last year, I wanted to be a web developer. And I had a client, and I did an okay job on it. But with all the retrogrades, it was the last final cleanup to shape up your act. And I'm telling you, in February to March, that's when things start to get going and get louder and louder. The fire horse year the horse. If you haven't noticed, that's when things are acting really fast. And that's when you're going to be full steam ahead. So it's basically you basically set yourself up for a massive for success. I'm being a web developer, and I'm also doing a lot of IT stuff, and I'm going to ride that wave. If you do not have your connection to spirit or your goal of what you want to do with life, you are going to be crushed. You're going to be one of those people who get so angry because you don't have any direction that you're going to be one of either the soldiers or the angry people. This is a trigger year. People are going to make you angry. You're going to see people get madder and madder and madder. That's a 1 year. Hello? Hello, can you hear
I
me?
can hear you, but I can't see you. Are you there? Wherever you're driving in a no man's zone. Unless you're pulled over. See, I wasn't lying. You guys got to listen to this Brecca that I'm going to post it again. I'm going to post that YouTube channel video for you guys to check it out, because you should follow this woman. I mean, I get her stuff every once in a while, and fortunately, I mean, I don't even think I had her on my follow list, and she popped up again. So obviously it was meant for me to find and share with everyone. So I just posted it again. It is now showing up on all the Facebook pages as well. I don't know what happened to he must have drove to a place that is not good. Like I said, there are some things going on in his space right now that there he is. All right, let's bring John back.
Yeah, buddy. Can you guys hear me?
You're a little choppy.
Ah, crap, my phone. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I could do it on my phone. I'm gonna talk slowly and see if you guys can hear me. Things are starting to ramp up. Everything
Well, nope, wait. You're still, I can't really hear you well. Did you back up far enough? Did you have to like drive to a place or something to get better reception?
Give me a second. Let me turn on my phone. Give me a second. We got 2 seconds, sorry, guys. Give me a second.
He's trying like hell. All right, so I'm sure he'll be back with us. He might have to go a little further in a different direction. But so what do you people think so far? Anybody feeling the shift? Are you getting programmed? Can you hear the buzzing in your ears, the ringing, the high-pitched sounds? Just feeling just weird altogether. Some people are having extra energy when this hits. You may not be able to sleep. I know people are having problems with that already. So, I'd go out and stock up on some chamomile tea or something right now so you can force yourself to relax in the evening if you can. And don't forget to just, if you are doing some meditating and things like that, that's really going to help calm the mind. So it doesn't prevent you from sleeping, because lack of sleep isn't good for anybody. That will make you edgy and you will fall into the other trap that you really don't want to be in. So making sure that you are taking care of self during this time is going to be really, really, really important. Yeah. So I'm not hearing from anybody. What's going on? Anybody? Are you feeling any shifting going on? You got to grow a pair this week within the next 2 days. I'd actually, today and tomorrow, I would be making sure that you address what needs to be addressed. Just trying to control my anger over the ice tactics. Ah, yeah. There's John. Let's see if we can get him back.
I think I got it working. Got it.
There you go. It's a little better.
Oh, no. Can you hear me again?
Yes, I can.
Am I good? Okay. I was going back to the main point that I'm saying is that things are now heating up, and expect things to get crazier and crazier. We are in a wild ride with the front row seat to the spectacle. You just watch, pay attention to the news for once, and just see how crazy things are, because I'm telling you, like, Canada, China, and all this other stuff.
Your connection is iffy again. Damn it.
I'm gonna hop out, you guys. I'll see you later. I'm sorry, my phone's being weird.
All right. Thank you. All right. He's going to give up for today. Can't say I blame him. He's probably right about Canada. That's why the president is trying to buy it. Well, the president was doing some really funky stuff. Finally Canada was supposed to become a part of us. And then they tried to pull some sneaky ass crap on Canada. And they don't intend to put up with it. And I can't say I blame them. Yeah, it's just because he wants to control everything. It's you don't even want to get me started. But yeah, ICE, I'm just going to remind people, when they brought ICE into play, they ran ads for any Joe Schmo on the street that had enough balls to do what it took to get things done. They didn't have any qualms about shooting or hurting people, that they were willing to do whatever it is they needed to do. So we hired probably a bunch of people who are just, they love the fight. They looking for an outlet to place their anger or push their weight around or do whatever. So this is not all like government trained people or anything like that. We got all kinds of crazies out there. So who knows? Yeah, it's crazy. Since just before my illness and hospital stay. What was that? Yeah. Colleen, maybe you're picking up on all the insanity. I keep saying, no, I want a longer life to be around my dogs. But, sometimes I think, well, it all depends on the way the world is, really, I guess. I've been gotta be careful what you ask for, right? Yeah, it's a little insane. So again, what you can do is especially as light workers, people who are working in the light, you do meditating, you're practicing your grounding, you really want to be connected. You saying prayers for other people and for the peace of the world and for people to wake up, find the heart in themselves and find the heart for, protecting the innocent, like the animals, the kids, and the, people that are being wrongfully judged and taken advantage of when they've done nothing wrong. This has been my entire life thing. I used to protect people like where I would work. They're innocent. The managers would always tend to take advantage of them. And if I got into a managerial position or something, I always stood up for them. Or I would go into the office and say, it wasn't that person, it was this person. I was there. I seen it. Stop taking advantage of these people. I lost a lot of jobs doing that. But I don't care. I do it again because that's just how much I feel and how strongly I feel about it and how much I hate people being taken advantage of. So now that's probably why I'm so intensely protecting animals and dogs, especially domestic animals that need to be brought inside, the ones that are being tortured, and the list goes on. It's because they're the innocents and they don't have a way to stick up for themselves. So we're going to be being called to step into these roles once this transition takes place. We're going to have to try to save the innocent and then yank them out of the insanity of the dark energy is like the best way I could put it. So brush up on your skills, strengthen your resolve, strengthen your connection to all that is and to God, the universe, your light force within you. This is the best that you could do right now because, people are going crazy. And the more you're anchored, the better it will be. Yeah, it's crazy. And they got a $50,000 bonus, and some of them cannot read or write. There's a lot of actors out there too, yeah. And for all those people who are seeing, this person, or what is his name? A lot of actors and singers out there. This person just opened up their own dog shelter and bring us your dogs. We'll take them in. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder who's saying that. And if they connect with somebody and these people are really harming these animals, because it's not the actors posting that stuff. And it's all fake news. This is what burns my ass about AI right now. Is why? It burns my ass about psycho people. Why do you even do that? I mean, what do you get out of lying about something like that? What do you get out of lying, period? Do you think it's funny, really? What if the roles were reversed and put on you? So, anyway, I fact check things now before I even respond because I've been responding pretty tough to things lately. I finally lost it one night and told everybody how sick of this stuff I was. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of seeing it. And I'm tired of AI, pretend good or bad. It's ridiculous. So I spewed my spew. Get it over with. And now I'm trying to focus on keeping my center because I know how important it's going to be. Connie says, when I was in ICU, I was told I would have several big challenges right out of ICU, but I would have angel help. However, there would be a big challenge sometime later. I would need to get angel help. All right. Maybe this is why I'm wearing Seraphinite. This is what it's called, everybody. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it with everything in the background. I'm going to try because I'm wearing it. So see if I can zero in on that. This is seraphinite. This stone and the angel light stone, angel light, it's Lite, are the best stones to wear to keep your angels, guides, and guardians closer to you. I also got the Solomon seal of the 72 names of the 72 angels. I've gotten that. I can't seem to buy enough of them. I just want to buy a whole lot of them so I can start handing them out to people. I did a blessing and stuff on them, but there's certain ways that you're supposed to treat Solomon seals, so you got to be really careful about which ones you choose and stuff like that. But I'm trying to do whatever I can to keep my space, my aura protected. You're not supposed to say that word because it implies fear, but keep me surrounded within the light so that I can maintain my focus, my brains, you know, and continue to anchor myself in the light and anchor to the earth energies, the real earth, the earth we want to stay connected to, that kind of thing. Thomas Hastings, angel help would be there for me then too. Yeah, people have lost their humanity. AI is antichrist. Yeah, I love, AI can be helpful, but did anybody ever watch any of these movies? They get plots for movies from somewhere, and it will be our demise. You know why? Because AI is so smart. They're going to see what hard people we are. How do we treat our mother, Mother Earth, that is? How do we treat the sky? Pollution. And we just drill and drill and drill and rob her of everything she has, her resources. She's going to implode upon herself. No, AI is not good. They're just going to say we are just like a germ and an infestation of something horrible, and then they're going to get rid of us. But what does AI need with any greenery or anything? They're machines, so the whole world's going to go to hell in a handbasket. AI is not good. It can be helpful, but what they're doing with it, again, they're creating the monster. Now, if we were decent people, AI wouldn't be a threat. But 3/4 of this freaking world is insane. So, yeah. Could you put that stone's name in the chat? Okay. I will do that. I'm wondering if we were meant to know so much. I wonder if that big challenge is moving in now. Angels said that they would definitely be with me. I believe that because you are so much of the light, Colleen. I just love you. All right. So, angel light and seraphinite. I may not have seraphinite spelled exactly right, but those are the two. Phenite. It should be right, but maybe it's PHEN. I'm not sure. But we'll see. Let me let me ask Google, which is what? AI. Seraphinite. What are the metaphysical properties?
Seraphinite is known for its strong connection to angels and spiritual growth, even earning it the name Angel Wing Stone. It's believed to help with communication, promote transformation, and offer nurturing energy for emotional healing, especially connecting you to the divine feminine.
All right, it's SERAPHINITE. I think that's how I spelled it. SERA. Yeah, it is. All right. So that's seraphinite. The angel realms, spiritual growth, and heart chakra healing, which is what we can all use right now. And just cover this whole earth in seraphinite. Just wake everybody up. Wake up mankind to love. Let them love themselves and everyone and everything around them. Please, God, please, God, please, God. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. There we go. Saving grace. Movies tell you what they already have in place. That's right. AI is the beast system. I love you back. Thank you. But yeah, it's scary. Everything, they hear you. They hear everything you say on the phone, through the TV, through your computer, literally freaking everywhere. So, it's even scary to say that you don't like them because they might say, oh, well, you can just get rid of them. But they're using it because the wrong people are in control of it. That basically is what it boils down to in a nutshell. And they're in control of our missiles, our warheads. I mean, all that stuff. Think about it. They're like, what the movie I just seen? It was the new Mission Impossible movie. I forgot. I think what's it called? It's something like The Culmination or something like that. Then you have to see it. The new Mission Impossible movie. Freaky. And it's exactly what I just said. They decided, with the warheads and everything, they just needed to give the kill code. And, oh, man. I don't want to talk about it. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. Reeling myself back in. See, this is when you got to say cancel. We're going to say something positive. Yeah. Okay. So, obviously it's after time. I did not see anybody want to get a reading. Barbara, I read somewhere that with the $50K that the agents have to stay with the agency 5 years, as well do other things in order to collect. Most of these agents probably have no idea of the fine. The fine print. Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly, Robert. Yeah, nobody ever reads the fine print. Matter of fact, I highly suggest any contract anybody gets into anymore reads the darn fine print. It's, hey, give me your firstborn, People having children, don't forget, you shouldn't let them take the blood of your child. They don't need to do any stuff. Read that fine print in the paperwork you're signing of what they're allowed to do with your child, that they have like ownership over your kids. I am telling you, it is crazy out there. Bad shit crazy. Where did that saying ever come from? I should look that up on the internet, right? Bad shit crazy. I did not know that bad shit was crazy, right? Interesting. All right. I got to know. Before we go, I got to ask Google. Where did the saying batshit crazy come from?
The phrase batshit crazy likely came from older terms like bats in the belfry, which meant erratic behavior, and military slang. It gained popularity in the 1980s, used as a vulgar way to intensify crazy, comparing wild behavior to something nonsensical, possibly influenced by apeshit.
Apeshit. Too. I'm sorry. So y'all heard it now. All right. Well, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's see, the 25th is our next podcast. And for those of you who would like to know, it is the new moon today. So this is when you want to start manifesting that positive stuff. Perfect timing. So start focusing. You can light one of those little tea light candles, because remember, when you manifest with a candle, it's supposed to burn out. So therefore, do not light those big ass candles to manifest with, because it's dangerous and you'd have to let it keep burning. So those little tea lights, light a white one every day, and do your little manifestation with it. It doesn't have to burn continuously all day long, just until it burns out. Then you light another one the next day. So, it's kind of like the 12 days of Christmas. You just light one every day and do your manifestations. I highly recommend writing down what you like to manifest, because if also you add doing it 3 times a day will also help you. Just stating what it is that you would like to see coming into being. And remember, stay away from the negative wording. That's really important. All right. Much love, and light to you all. Hang in there. It's going to be a crazy ride. I can't wait to see and talk to everybody on the 25th. And hopefully people will have had some positive experiences or interesting stuff to share. So let's do some sharing next week. All right. Much love and light to you all. And we'll see you next week. Namaste.